some of the things that you usually have to worry about is your safety, being careful of your surroundings.
You worry about their physical safety and their education.
How often do you worry about having a job or keeping your job?
But hurricanes is just something we never considered. It's something we never had to worry about.
Personally, I worry a lot about money and paying all my bills.
Our hearts and minds may be filled with so much worry, fear, anxiety. We see no way out.
I sometimes get worried about stuff too. Like, what if I'm informed that there's a child predator in the congregation?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, what about when my family hasn't spoken to me for years because they're shunning me?
Don't worry about it.
I see. Now, let me ask you, I have surgery scheduled and I'm worried that I might die if I don't accept a blood transfusion.
Don't worry about it.
The convention's coming up and I don't have any PTO time available. I could quit my job like the brothers said, but then how will I pay my bills?
So don't worry about it.
On a related note, the elders want my family to pledge more money for monthly donations, but my car needs new tires. Will Jehovah provide money for tires if I donate my money to the organization first?
Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to pioneer, but I have to work so much that I keep missing my time. Is that a big deal?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, really? Okay, nice. So I want to wear a rainbow tie to the meetings to support the LGBTQ brothers and sisters. Would that be okay to do?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Excellent. I always feel like I'm never doing enough for Jehovah. Should I try and do more?
Don't worry.
Okay, I won't. Thank you. You know, your advice is kind of reminding me of Buddhist philosophy. Is it okay to reference Buddhism?
Don't worry.
Oh, great. I've been reading this book about no-nonsense secular Buddhism for beginners. I don't know, was that bad to read it?
Don't worry.
Okay. Well, it said suffering in life is because of stories we create about things. Like if someone cuts us off in traffic, we think, they're a real jerk, and we get super angry about it. But maybe they just got really bad news and they were just distracted. So the event occurred, but it's the story we create around the event that makes us angry. Sorry, is it wrong for me to discuss the Buddhist teachings like this?
Don't worry.
Thank you. So if we can strip away the stories we create about things, we're just left with reality, which is freeing, even though we don't have all the answers about why it happened. Is this okay, saying that actually maybe nobody, even Jehovah's Witnesses, have all the answers?
Don't worry.
Good to know. So what Buddhism says is that worrying about everything is like being shot with two arrows. The first arrow is maybe having anxiety, or maybe it's something which happened we didn't want to happen. And then worrying about our anxiety level or our resentment that something bad happened to us, well, those are like a second arrow, compounding the suffering. So what does it say we should do instead of feeling worry and resentment?
Why worry?
Exactly. Acceptance is key to reducing the suffering we feel. Maybe we're trying to wake somebody up that's in a cult, or trying to get our family to respect our beliefs, and it's like this big tug-of-war between us and them, and it uses up all our energy and gives us rope burns on our hands. Well, what we can do instead is just let go of the rope. Stop fighting the situation. It is what it is.
Dad, don't worry.
You said it. We can't control what others do. Accepting that helps avoid being struck by that second arrow. So what if our research leads us to conclude that Jehovah's Witnesses aren't the one true religion?
Don't worry.
What if I get a tattoo?
Don't worry.
Now what about consensual sex between unmarried adults?
Don't worry.
Great. Can I celebrate my birthday?
So don't worry.
Could I take a blood transfusion?
Don't you worry.
What if I decide to leave the religion I was raised in?
Don't worry.
Now, I wish I had the answers to life's biggest questions. Where did we come from? What is our purpose?
Don't worry.
So you're saying wishing for all the answers may actually be hurting us, and it's better to accept life as it is and let the rest go for now? Just don't worry about the unanswered questions?
Don't worry about a thing.
Okay, I won't. I feel a lot better after having this conversation. I want to explore mindfulness more, but I've heard that meditation will leave my mind open to demons. Should I be concerned?
Don't worry.
Great, thank you. Now, this new focus means I probably won't have time to do much with the religion of Jehovah's Witnesses anymore. Is that a problem?
Don't worry.
Okay, good to know. Well, I'd like to share this video with other witnesses, but I worry it could weaken their faith.
No need really to worry what could happen.
Are you sure?
Don't worry.
Well, thank you. And hey, thanks for all the time you took talking to me.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
So don't worry about it.
Why worry?
Don't worry.
Don't worry about anything. Don't worry.
Don't worry. So don't worry.
Don't you worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about a thing.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Worrying doesn't help us. No need really to worry what could happen.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, brother. Heard those weren't people leaving because they were upset with your talk.